They may not always be saints, but they try. Most of them. Today's episode is all about the heroes of the Mrs. Hawking universe.
I want them to feel like Victorian people with Victorian sensibilities, but at the same time, I want this to kind of speak to a modern audience who doesn't necessarily understand all of the nuances of history and culture.
I think my favorite part, and just speaking about is Nathaniel, is that I get to play his development over the course of all the plays. Because I've been lucky enough to work from the now part 1 all the way through to part 6, getting to watch this character evolve and figure out how to basically do real-time character development, actually getting to do that from play to play, is just something I've never gotten to do in any other theatrical experience. And getting to work with everybody, because it's the best cast ever.
Parts 4 and 5 of Mrs. Hawking in particular are very dramatic. There's a lot of existential talk, a lot of healing from traumas, but the little bit of comedy that we get, most of the time it comes from Mary either not fully understanding what's going on or making some form of sarcastic remark. And I really love that there is still a little bit of lightheartedness left in her.
My favorite part about playing Arthur is probably the fact that he gets to be sort of a healthy relationship counterpoint to all of the sort of trauma in the various backstories, and especially kind of the busted relationship between Mrs. Hawking and Colonel Hawking. And now sort of Mary is finding romance, but they sort of work things out in a more healthy way, and I like playing that part of it. It feels good.
One of my favorite parts about playing Madame Malika is that the role is very heavy in relationship building. We see her as a young girl, and we see her and how she progresses and how she grows at a very critical point in her life.
I think my favorite part is that there is a lot of overlap between her and me. I think that we are both very underestimated by a lot of the people in our circles, and it's kind of fun to defy people's expectations, and I really love that about her.
The fact that he's sort of like, just so, what's the word? Like oblivious, you know, but like he's so sure that like he's right about everything, and oh, these are crazy women folk, they don't know any better, you know? He's here to help. But not, I mean, really, but like, not in the way that he thinks.
Hi, I'm Jackie Fryman, and I play Clara Hawking in the Mrs. Hawking series. Let's get ready to be Victorian.